want to tell a little more about my uncle. Now, this is my dad's brother, and these are some stories. They happened long before I was thought of or born, a long time ago. There was one time he got married really young, like maybe 18, if not younger than that. And he invited my dad over to eat. And my dad was like, sure, I'll come eat. And his wife cooked, and she made, I guess, chicken and made some biscuits. She made a mistake on the biscuits. I don't know if she left something out or what she did, but what happens, I don't know if you leave yeast out. I'm not a cook, I don't know. But the biscuits become hard as a rock. Like, you can literally play baseball with the biscuit. And my uncle is about as subtle as a kick to the head. So, of course, he had to say something to her and just give her a hard time, because that's what he always does with stuff. Well, she didn't handle it so well, and she started throwing the biscuits. And as my dad put it, he said, they dented the side of the trailer, and she was throwing them indiscriminately, and she didn't care who she hit, whether it was my asshole brother who instigated it or me. He said, I was lucky to get out of there alive. But she threw them out the windows, their glass broke, there was everything. All because he had to run his mouth about something that really wasn't that big of a deal and could happen to anybody. It could happen cooking. I do get that. And then another time, this happened, I guess, around the same time, him and his wife got in a fight. And my uncle got drunk, got in his car, and started driving around town. And where they lived, there was a drive-in style place. Drive-ins were still popular in the 70s, as it turns out. It wasn't just the 50s. And there was a security guard working there to make sure all those kids that drank milkshakes didn't drink too many and drive, or something like that. And he's walking the parking lot, and this car keeps driving by close, circling the parking lot. And he keeps walking out of the way, and he finally asked the driver, who is my uncle, what the hell are you doing? Well, I had a fight with my girlfriend, and I've had a bad day, so if you just hold still for just a second, I'm going to hit you. That's what he told him. Again, really subtle. Just really subtle. And I don't know what happened because of that. I think he went to jail, but the guy must have had a sense of humor, because I don't know if attempted vehicular manslaughter is a crime, but he should have went to jail for a long time for pulling that crazy shit. But I don't think anything happened to him. I think he just went to jail, and his grandmother, my great-grandmother, came and got him out. And then one time, this is before he was married, when he was 14, he stole my dad's car and wrecked it. And my dad got blamed for it, which is pretty funny. And then another day, he ran the stop sign and got pulled over. But he had a bunch of tickets and a suspended license, so he gave him my dad's name. And my dad just was like, why would you do this to your own brother? Just to cover your own ass. And my dad had to go to court and tell him, like, yeah, it wasn't me, it was him. Oh, we know. We got quite a record on your uncle. And just always just pulling stuff like that. And then years later, when my dad was in the hospital, he acted like he loved his brother more than anything in the world. When, well, based on all accounts, he didn't seem to give a shit. But who knows?